Good afternoon, viewers. On behalf of IHM Gurdaspur, I, Dilraj Singh, welcome you all on the International Day of Millet Cooking 2021. Today, we are going to talk about the grain that is known as ragi. And it is one of the wonder grain available in the world. And why it is so? Because there is a good reason behind that. It is first of all one of the grains which is gluten free, and apart from that it is also good for losing weight, and it also helps us to treat diabetes as well. And as far as the nutrients are concerned, the ragi grain also has a lot of iron, calcium, good carbohydrates and vitamin D in it. As far as nutrients are concerned in the ragi grain, it is full of vitamin D, calcium, iron, good carbohydrates and amino acids. Now, as far as the ragi grain is concerned, the origin of ragi grain is taken to be from Africa, especially the countries like Uganda and Ethiopia. In India, it is known to be a staple food in South India, and it is also known as ragi over there. In North India, it is known as mandua or nachni. Now, as far as today's recipe is concerned, we are going to make today mandua's halwa. It is basically a authentic recipe from Uttarakhand, which is prepared during the winter season, and it is good for your lungs and the people who are suffering from cough problems. So let's see what are the ingredients of those mandua ka halwa. As far as ingredients are concerned, this is the ragi flour. This is desi ghee, also known as clarified butter. The sweetening will be given with the help of jaggery. This is the grated jaggery which will be dissolved in a water before we add it to the roasted ragi flour. For flavoring, we have green cardamom powder, and for garnishing purpose, we have almond shrivels. Now we are going to start cooking of mandua ka halwa. For this, we have already put the kadhai on the flame, and in this we are going to put the ghee. Which is approximately 150 grams. And once it attains the right heat, we are going to put the ragi flour into it. Normally, the proportion for the ragi flour to the ghee is 2:1. That is 2 parts of ragi flour and 1 part of ghee. Now we are going to add ragi flour to the heated ghee. Now we have to roast it till the flour is nicely roasted in the desi ghee. We have to continue roasting this particular flour in the ghee till the time it is nicely cooked, and you can feel the smells of nicely roasted flour in the desi ghee. This step is very important because you cannot afford to leave the uncooked flour in the dish. Okay. Now, as you can see, the ragi flour is nicely roasted, and there is a good color change. Now it is the time to add the dissolved jaggery into it. This is approximately 200 grams of jaggery going into it. Now we'll allow it to boil till the time that acquired thickness is attained in the halwa. Now, as you can see that the halwa has thickened up. Now we have to continue stirring it, cooking it till the time it leaves the ghee, and once it happens, we are going to add the flavoring spice, that is cardamom, green cardamom. Now we are going to add the green cardamom powder into it for the flavoring purpose. have to mix it thoroughly and to make sure that it is nicely mixed. Now I have to cook it till the time you can see it will start leaving the edges of the kadai. As you can see, it has started leaving the edges of the kadai, and very soon the ghee will also be coming out from this particular halwa. Now as you can see, the ghee has come out from this particular halwa. Now to add little more richness to the halwa, we are going to add little almonds into it, just to add little richness to it. We'll mix it thoroughly, and after doing it, our halwa of mandua or ragi ka halwa is ready. The ragi ka halwa, which has been garnished with the almond, is ready.